Okay. We're going to continue on now, and everybody left me. So, could you give me a C on the piano? We're going to start a little song and dance. No, I'm sorry. Like to again thank everybody that's been involved in this, and the fine people at Student Television who've assisted us and done a great job on their own. Oh my gosh, there's people in the halls. And every year we started this tradition back a ways, probably about 15 years ago, I think. I don't know. About giving out a trophy for the year of the contest. And this year, it's 45 years. And so, we have 45th place trophy. And this year, we can talk about 45th place with 10,400 points, a team that has been playing this contest a long, 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 long time. Nightmare Squad. Howdy. Look at that, huh?
Look at that.
Doggone it.
Trophy number 2 for us.
All right.
Long time. We're not quite that old yet.
Not, well.
Some of us.
I mean, well, okay. Some of your players were really, really young when
True.
they started, and I first knew them, and they were still taller than me back then. But, anyhow, so congratulations.
Thank you, Jim. Really appreciate it.
Thanks.
All right.
Well, thank you for all that the trivia's done for the community and you've done for the contest.
Thank you.
We've loved being a part of it for 37 years.
37 years.
37 years.
1 year more than me. Thank goodness. Somebody's older than me around here. Well, I mean, been around longer than me. I don't know. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Jim.
Thank
you
you.
very much.
I knew you were going to call. I just knew you were going to call. Thank you.
The rest of the trophies are mine, and so you guys out in the hall, see you later, go home. I'd like to, now we're going to introduce the, one at a time, different people on exec staff, so that you can see, put a face with the name of the people that are running this station, and in no particular order, because I have all these lines on the paper that I see. I drew all these lines. And I'm going to introduce Eli Freders and Jim Waterman. Eli is our underwriting director, and he looks like me. And Jim Waterman is a tall guy with his hat on backwards. Okay? And so you guys are going to give out the 10th place trophy. All right? All right? So right there, here you go here. And you can go ahead and however you want to do that.
All right. In 10th place, we got graduates.
How many points?
I'll do the points. With 15,255 points.
We got graduates of a lesser God.
There you go. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Fantastic. All right, Stephanie, come on in, guys.
Come on, everybody.
These are really pretty.
Normally I take the mic and crack a really bad joke, and this time I'm not going to. Last May, our team lost a valuable team member and a very dear friend. His name was Lon Braidwood. Although he was born and raised in Michigan, Lon was one of our begats. He came over here to play trivia, I don't even know how many years ago, got completely addicted, and then every year since then, he always made sure to play for graduates, either here or remotely. He will be greatly missed. Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, I also want to make a note. We've lost two people this year. One was Lon, who was just barely 50 years old. And again, I stood up in his wedding. It was a very dear loss. And also the loss of Greg Birch, who is the father of another of our teammates, and Greg would cook for us. So we love them, we carry them in our hearts, and we are just so glad that trivia actually brought them into our lives. So we are very grateful. We do want to thank all of you for your support, and so thank you, and we will see you next year. This trophy is precious to us. We worked for it, and we really thank you for all the work that you've done. Thank you, Jim.
All right, I'd like to introduce next. Oh, God, no.
Throwback Sunday.
All right, I'm going to have to bring these guys out together because they got an act. And you guys watching at home, you may want to put on sunglasses because they have not been near a tanning anything. They've not been out in the sun. And I just about got blinded by the light today. We have our sports director, Nate Kirchenwitz, who was our food supplier for the weekend. And our music director, see, he's got sunglasses on because he can't even look at Connor Godfrey. Connor's our music director, and are these guys all about fashion or what? I mean,
I think we look good.
do you? And you know, that's your teacher, kids. Okay. Hey, I'm sure you're going to listen to him from now on. What do I have for you guys?
Alrighty, in ninth place with 15,550 points is...
I've been hypnotized.
Well, we want to first thank Oz and Eck for writing a great contest. Obviously, we're here because they wrote a good contest. We got the questions, most of them, and I'm going to pass it off pretty soon, but I just want to say this is our 29th year of playing, and we've gathered a lot of folks throughout the years, and it's been great. We play to have fun, and we have no pressure when we play. We just, whatever happens. I was the phone guy today, and I messed up all weekend. But these guys were great, and so just Oz and Eck, keep doing what you're doing, and this is an awesome team, and I'm really proud of them.
Okay, I'd like to thank Oz and Eck for writing a great contest. Also, Joe and Mary for hosting. Such a wonderful place to play this year. Everything's clean and organized, all the food. I'd also like to say that we did get all 3 stamps legitimately for Stone A. We found them. Don't know what everyone else was complaining about. And then after taking the year off last year for the birth of my son, glad to be back here at 9th. We were here 2 years ago, 9th. I said we'd be back at 9th. I was hoping for 8th, but we're back at 9th. Hopefully, we'll be back this time higher, not 9th. And I would actually like to hand it off to my dad, who's been a true inspiration to me for my entire trivia life. So,
Jim, John, wherever you are, wherever you went, thanks a lot for all the years of memories, all the years of fun, all the years of play. This has been a great contest, and for those of you who don't really understand what this is about, I got one son here. I got one son here. Dan's got his sons. We've got our next generation coming along, and we've got grandkids who are starting to come along. This is a unifying thing. I'm just speechless. Thanks.
Thanks, everybody. Sit down, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks, Rich.
It really was a great contest.
Thank you.
Fun time.
Take care.
Thank you, Alex.
I'm sorry, you had to get that big in there. Stone, you know.
Thanks, Jim. Always a pleasure.
Way fun.
And Ron has been my inspiration for years, and John's, because we always judge the contest on what Ron thinks of it. If he doesn't like it, it was good. All right, next up, where are we at? 9th, 8th. Oh, our news director, who made I'm glad she came back because it threw off my whole listing of things. Christina, who got really, really sick. I mean, she was like, we were all, get out of here, you're going to kill us all. It was kind of sick. Christina Luna, news director here at 90 FM. How you doing?
I'm good,
You do have your voice back.
sort of.
Because when did she go home? Yesterday morning or something? Oh my God, she was like, I'm like, holy cow, Chris. Here you're. Okay, there you go.
Thanks.
And you get to give out number 8.
By myself?
All by your lonesome.
Oh boy. Okay. In 8th place with 15,655 points is TFC 7 inches of hot black vinyl. Yay! T-shirts! Here you go.
Wow. Words. Yeah, I can't explain what I'm feeling right now. I've been playing this my whole life. We finished 11th place the last 2 years, so when the odds called, we thought they might start giving away an 11th place trophy. But I'm glad to see that that's not the case. We put in a lot of work. We joke around a lot, but without everybody on my team, there's no way we could have got to this point. It's not any one person doing this. So thank you to my team so much for doing what they do, for helping out during the contest, before the contest, after the contest. It's just absolutely amazing feeling. So I'd like to thank the Oz. I'd like to thank all the staff here at 90 FM. This was really amazing, and it feels great to finally be holding one of these after 29-ish years playing the contest, if you count when I was a baby, I guess. But thank you, everybody. Feels great. Feels great.
And he says he couldn't have done it without the team, but me and most of the team pretty much know that he does most of the work throughout the year. So he definitely deserves a lot of congratulations, and definitely his wife for putting up with it. So thank you, Corey and Melissa, and hope to see everyone else in future years. All right. Thank you. Thanks.
For the past couple years, I've been listening to our newscasts here at 90 FM, and I keep going, God, whoever that is has got a really great voice. And so about a week and a half ago, I thought I'm listening, I go like, I know who it is. And so I was all excited because I was going to come in here and say, kid, you got to go into radio because you got a great voice. Do voiceovers and all of that. And I came in and they said, and I said, you do the news. You're the news voice, right?" And he says, "No, it's some guy that came in one meeting. We had him in the thing, and he did his voice there, and he just never came back to the station." So I was crushed. But he's our promotions director, and he's pretty darn good, Cameron Morris. Now listen to his voice. It really does sound good.
Thanks.
Oh, he had an extra about 4 notes lower than normal.
Thanks.
There you go.
There we go.
All right.
In 7th place with 15,670 points is Trivial Pursuit, Watch Walker Wreck.
This year. Oh, thank you. If we look a little bit smaller than we did last year, that's because what you're seeing is either the most responsible or the people that are still awake and sober at this time. So, we'd like to give a big thank you to everyone that put this together, 90 FM, to the Oz, to Eck, to everyone, especially the people that were behind the scenes putting this all together, all the DJs. We want to put a big thanks out to our night crew, our day crew, the people who couldn't make out to the Wisconsin this year, Kristen and Susan, we miss you. We'd like to also dedicate this win to the unblinking God, Ra. One day he may flame out and kill all of us. Thanks again, Peter Reeves. And Lord Victor Nefarious, this goes out to you as well. Thank you very much, and this has been Trivial Pursuit.
Great contest as always.
Thank you. Could we get like a special place where I could hide even further away from these? Okay. One of the things that early in my life, I really decided that I wanted to be a teacher. And I went into it, and I really enjoyed teaching. And part of me still is a teacher, especially coming around this station. And every year, somewhere along the line, there's something that happens that really makes me feel, oh, it was worth all of this to do it. And one of our exec staffers had a shift this weekend on the air, and afterwards he came in to the office and he said, "I don't think I've ever read, this is the best I've ever read and the best I've ever been on the air." Because I was in there working with him and helping him along and stuff, and he really just took to it great. And he does a lot of other great things around here. He's our business director, John Yonke. Thank you. Where are we at? Let's see, 6th place.
All right, and in 6th place with 16,025 points is Tin Man.
Thank you on behalf of Tin Man. We would like to thank Jim and Oz for writing an absolutely fantastic contest. We loved the new scoring system. It made the game so exciting. Keep changing it up. I'd also like to call it, we had one of our team captains playing all the way from Hong Kong. We missed him a lot, and he'd better come back next year. And I'd also like to say thank you to an old dear friend that we lost from trivia this year, Bob Helgert. Bob was Mr. Helgert, my first grade teacher, who back in 1978 realized that I watched way too much TV and knew too much about commercials. And he had me come and play on Substation, and I've been playing every year ever since. And he was my first grade teacher, too. And it's just keeping on these traditions, and we now have our own kids playing on our team, and it's wonderful that this trivia brings us all back together wherever we are. Thank you.
And let's see here. Wait a minute. I gotta think here. Oh, okay. And another big part of the radio station is our production work. And we've got a really excellent production person this year who is also kind of a semi-leader around this station, because you better follow what he says because he's bigger than everybody else. And, he's kind of a clown. He walks down the hall and, he walks into class. He calls the English teacher Daddy-O. Charlie Brown.
Okay.
Take the microphone and quit giving me a hard time.
All right.
See, everybody else thinks that's clever.
Is it easy?
You're just so bored with it.
I know. I've heard it forever.
I'm sorry.
Is this an easy name so I can read it?
Yep, there it is. Have a good time.
I've been up way too long for this. In fifth place with 16445 points. I can't pronounce this. Ugly undulating uvulas.
It's a little loud out in the hallway. How did you pronounce her name? Okay.
I've been awake for a minute.
I know. We all have. Ugly undulating uvulus. Thank you very much. Oz, great contest. As always, we'd be happy to trade in the trophy for some of those chicken wings out in the hallway. It smells delicious. Thanks again. Great contest. Really liked the new scoring. Made it a lot of fun. We were out of the top 5 in the first hour. Got back in it second hour and never left it, and we're kind of holding on. There was some really good, solid competition, so just really happy about that. Always want to thank our hosts, the Peters. Don't really have a lot to say. A lot of our team was gone this year. We maxed out at about 8 people. Got down to about 3 in the wee hours, but we held strong. I started when I was young, and we have one person has to say something to you, Wanda. Thank you for the contest.
We would like to thank Oz and the 90 FM crew. We had a lot of fun this year at trivia. This was my first year of trivia. My favorite part was the trivia stone. Our team was a little short this year. I plan on coming to trivia next year.
Thank you. Thank you.
We don't have a poster for you this year, unfortunately. Next year we'll get that.
And every radio station has someone they need, because it's the one that, I'm not going to do my shift today, so, yep, well, he has to come in, and so he's on the air a lot more than he ought to be, and, yeah, well, I used to have classes, but, screw it. So, and he has to train DJs and keep working with them and all that, and still keep a good attitude and a positive outlook, and that's our man, Dylan Shanahan.
Okay. Fourth place with 16,805 points is Collective Fool. Or Foule.
Here you go.
I'm not talking. Make
Well, I don't think we expect to be fourth. We knew we had a pretty strong finish, but it's just an honor to be here. Certainly, Oz, Eck, where are you? Somewhere is he? Anyway, great contest. We had a lot of fun. Is he hiding? There's Eck. This. Yeah. This was a great contest. I think as a team we really pulled together the last couple of years that we haven't been here. So for us, it's just a big honor. Certainly, I want to thank Jody, who's our host this weekend. I want to thank all of our remote players who can't be here. Pennsylvania, Florida. We got people around the state. So we just had a lot of fun. It was for us. It was really a good team effort, and we had fun in the final hours here a little bit because we were coming into this. We weren't in fourth, and so it's just an honor. It's an honor. Abracadabra. Yeah. So thank you.
Fourth place, huh? Now you got something to live up to. Before we take it up to the top of the station and the top three teams, and I know she's not going to hear it, but Katie Hale, we miss you, and we all feel sorry, and feel sorry for your loss. Our station manager, Dan the Waterman.
Hello, and there's just one more person that I think we have to thank. If anyone was listening online or not listening, the only reason that people were able to listen throughout the contest was because of Andy Kwashnick, a former 90 FMer, came in from his trivia team and helped us set the stream straight. So without that, we would have had a busier complaint line. So we'll get to the third place team for Trivia 45. Good stuff. In third place with 18,105 points is Network Records. Heck of a run. Who'd like the trophy?
Thank you, Dan. Excuse me, I just want to do a little selfie here. I don't know if this has been done before, but if not, this is the first selfie at trivia. Cool. Thank you, Ellen. Is this on? I hope so. Thank you, Jim and Eck. It was a very fun, interesting, and variety type of contest this year. Our best score ever. So we didn't know quite what to expect this year. As Jim mentioned before the contest began, we had a few bumps the last year, and we actually had a few people sick this year too. So we hung in there, and I'm really proud of everybody, how we reacted and kept in there. We never got discouraged, and I guess we'll be back next year. Try it again. Barry, did you want to say anything?
It was a tough year for us. We lost my dad. He had been host of the team since 1980, along with my mom. It was just amazing, the outpouring of support from the contest community, so many thanks for all that. I thought I'd tell a quick story. It was 1977. We were trying to put together a team. We thought we had a place to stay. Literally on the last day, we had no place, and I called home and said, Mom, would it be okay if I had some people over this weekend? Well, I don't know exactly who, but yeah, all weekend, probably a dozen or so. And somehow they said, okay. I don't think my dad was quite sold on the whole thing, but halfway through the weekend, there was a question, and my dad just comes running down the stairs, and if you knew my dad, you knew he didn't really run downstairs very often. But there was a question about a Major League Baseball pitcher who had a stuffed animal named Mighty Joe Young, and he came down. It was a pitcher for his beloved St. Louis Cardinals, and he knew it was Scipio Spinks. And at that point, I think he decided, yeah, maybe this trivia thing is okay. It might last. It might be fun. And he was host for all 22 of the team's wins and all 33 of the consecutive top 3 finishes, and we sure thank him for that. I mean, without him, there's no team, and of course, my mom, who's still hosting, we thank her too. So that's all.
Thanks, Mayor.
And thanks to you guys, and thanks to Dan for remembering Q, because you're right, man. We had that first 2 hours. There were some shaky times going on there. And the many others that helped from all over the place. Tom Jones was hiding in the office because that's where he likes to be. And Bob and Marla, who are help us out on the Sunday and the sales of the things, and Misha and Pat that came in today to work on it, and all of the people, and John and Laura from the station. So thanks to all of them, and people have commented on my tie this weekend, and thanks, Tiny, for all the years. And thanks to John Eckendorf. Come on up, John. Without doubt, the coldest writing session ever in the history of the universe.
Ever.
Oh my God, I froze every night.
Multiple polar vortexes. Thank you to the staff at 90FM. Thanks for another great year. Thanks for all your help. Thanks for everything you guys do 365 days a year, making this truly the best college radio station in the Midwest and in the United States. Awesome job. Thank you for everything. Thanks to Jim. Thanks for allowing me to come into your basement and hang out with you for a couple of months.
Getting a little annoyed, that's why I left the heat off.
Okay. I got the hint. Thanks to the normal people who, and I say the normal people, but it's exceptional. Year after year, we have a same group of people who come in and really selflessly work and do some great things. The Clucks, John and Laura, the Conan family, Killer, Deb, and of course Jonesy. Jonesy did miles and miles and miles of work on the program and shocked us 2 weeks before the trivia contest and came up with a new scoring system, which, from everything I've heard, everybody's really appreciated and liked. So thanks, Tom. Thanks for a great job. And finally, thanks to my family again. Life returns back to normal for about a month and then back to the normal trivia stuff.
She called me up over the weekend and said, could you guys start writing right away, get him the hell out of the house?
And she says to me, she says, you know what, you guys deserve each other. So what that means, I don't know.
Quite a few times she says that.
Yeah. In second place with 20,555 points is Festivus for the Rest of Us. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Holy cow. Again.
All right, if we can get everybody in here, we've got quite a few people that were able to make it. First off, we have to thank Rick and Lori, the Miskuskis, because year in and year out, they open their basement up to us and close it up to everybody else, and we really appreciate that. We really have the best headquarters we could ask for, and they go out of their way for a lot of stuff for us, so we really appreciate everything they do for us. I have to give a lot of credit to Dad's Computers this year. This contest was theirs. They truly deserved it. We didn't have our best weekend, but there's a lot of time for reflection in there, and I was thinking back to how 12 years ago this team was 116th place, and where where we've come from to be here. This is our 6th year in a row where we've been in the top 3. And there's a lot to be proud of. Everybody on the team has put a lot of effort into things. I'm proud of each and every one of you. Things have changed a lot in those 12 years. Things have stayed the same. A lot of people have come and gone. We've got a lot of memories made, a lot of new ones every year. Thanks to some members of the team specifically. But there's going to be a lot more to be made in the years to come, and we're already looking forward to and counting down till next year. So thank you.
Yeah. Well, back to semi-normal tomorrow and all of that. And for right now, just want to say, here we go. Early this week at registration, she comes up and she says, "Oh, here's the cup." And I'm like, "Well, bring it in at the end." "No, I don't want it." So I had to carry this stupid thing around with me all week. Thanks a lot, Patty. Oh, wait, could you hold this just for a second, John?
Yeah, I got a free hand. Okay.
In first place, with 21,655 points, is, and we have a special prize for them because they did such a darn good job on their float this year. We put this right in there for the Dad's Computers Never Say Die. Here you go, Patty. Those are for you.
For Grandpa.
Guess I'm doing this.
Okay, I think we're all in here. Want to start by thanking again 90 FM for putting this on and for Jim and John for writing the questions. We had an absolute blast this year. Challenging questions all the way throughout. We really enjoyed the difficulty of the questions. I just wanted to say something a little bit about a couple of the teams that we played against this weekend. First, Festivus, you guys are the team that makes us a better team. We always try to figure out what you guys are doing and then try to do a little bit more. And thank you to Network for really being such a classy team and showing that the trail that you guys blaze is something that we've always admired and appreciated, and what you guys have done for this contest is just phenomenal. we're just so happy to be here again. We've been here 10 years in a row now, and it's never going to get old. We have tried to tried so hard to do this, and we're just so happy with what we were able to accomplish this weekend. Aaron, did you have anything that you wanted to say? I didn't really. I mean, we didn't have a lot of expectations coming into the contest. We're happy with the result, and we're just going to go home and have some fun now. So thanks again for everything, and Jim, we'll bring the firecrackers over later on.
Where's the firecrackers? Mom, we can light them in here, right?
And thank you again. It was wonderful. Dennis worried with every question. Never know what you could do.
That's what I'm supposed to do.
Yes, it was wonderful. Thank you. And thank you very much.
Well, that brings it to the final end. The tension has left the air, and I get to return and go home and sleep and return to my normal life of working one 50-hour a week job, an hour a week job, and that'll be fun. I'd like to invite all of you to come back April 17th, 18th, 19th, 2015 for Trivia 2015 on 90 FM, the best damn radio station in the world.
Woo!